Hi, I'm Link, and welcome to Link Life Money. Inflation is sky high. Who likes to fly sky high?
Hoot hoot! What's inflation?
Great question, Hoot. Inflation is when goods and services increase over time. Let's take a look at some examples. The average cost of a new home in the United States in 1930 was $3,645. In 1950, $8,450. In 1970, $23,450. 1990, $123,000. And 2021, $453,700. The average cost of a new car in the United States in 1930 was $600. 1950, $1,510. 1970, $3,450. 1990, $16,950. 2021, $47,000. During times of high inflation, wages are likely to increase at a faster rate. The average U.S. wage in 1930 was $1,970. In 1950, $3,210. 1970, $9,400. 1990, $28,960. And 2018, $52,145. In 2021, I made $5.35 an hour working at Super Drug Mart. In 1920, a movie ticket could be purchased for 15 cents. In 2020, a movie ticket could be purchased for $9.16. Inflation can have a different effect on different people. A person that has assets and no consumer debt can potentially benefit from inflation as their assets are more likely to increase. However, it can have a very negative impact on someone that doesn't make so much, and thus they have to spend more of their income on housing, food, and transportation. Let's take a look at an example. These are my two good friends, Enzo and Rex. For this example, let's say that they don't pay any income tax and that they spend the same amount of money for necessary expenses. For their salary, Enzo makes $35,000 a year, or $2,916 a month. Rex makes $70,000 a year, or $5,833 a month. For housing, they both spend $1,500 a month. That's 51.4% of Enzo's income, where it's only 25.7% of Rex's income. On food, they both spend $350 a month, where that's 12% of Enzo's income, and it's only 6% of Rex's income. On transportation, they each have a transit pass and they pay $110 a month, which is 3.8% of Enzo's income, and that's only 1.9% of Rex's income. In total, for their necessary expenses, that's 67.2% of Enzo's total income, whereas it's only 33.6% of Rex's total income. You can see that when inflation rises and all of these costs increase, it will hurt Enzo more than it'll hurt Rex because it'll take up a lot more of a percentage of Enzo's income. July 13th was a big day. The Bank of Canada raised rates by a full point, the most since 1998, and the US inflation rate came in at 9.1%. This is the highest it's been in 40 years. Let's take a look at some of the headlines. US inflation hit 40-year high in June, driven by record gas prices. Gasoline up 59.9% from 2021, food 10.4%, and shelter up 5.6%. Inflation surges 9.1% year over year. This chart shows the Consumer Price Index in the United States since 1972. As you can see, there's lots of inflation, but in 2009 and 2015, you can see where it dips below zero. That indicates the times where there was deflation, so when prices generally decreased. Now in 2022 of June, inflation is at 9.1%, which is very high if you take a look back during the last 40 years. Generally speaking, the US likes to keep inflation between 2 and 3%, for some growth is good. Jumbo jump. More than 30 central banks have hiked rates by a full point or more in one go in 2022. On Wednesday, July 13th, the Bank of Canada hikes rate to 2.5% in bid to crush inflation. In the United States, the Fed is seen jacking interest rates further as US inflation soars. Interest rates have a huge impact on people's lives, especially if they have any type of debt. When inflation is higher, people end up paying higher interest rates on debt, such as lines of credit, credit cards, or vehicle loans. It can also impact monthly mortgage payments. Here's an example. These tables show TD mortgage rates. On July 13th, their 5-year variable closed rate was at 3.3%. But as you remember, the Bank of Canada increased their prime rate by a full point on this day. So on July 14th, TD updated their table and changed their 5-year variable closed rate to 4.3%. This is a full percentage point increase from the day before. Here's an example of how that 1% increase can really make a difference in a person's mortgage payments. With a $400,000 mortgage at a 30-year mortgage term, when you calculate that at 3.3% interest rate, that equals to $13,200 that a person has to pay in yearly interest. Now, when you up that 3.3% to 4.3%, the interest then becomes $17,200 in yearly interest. That's an increase of $4,000 or an increase of $333 a month just in interest from a 1 percentage point increase. The interest will decrease monthly as long as the principal is being paid down. For this example, I used a mortgage calculator. I put in $400,000 as the mortgage amount. I stated that 30 years would be the length and 3.3% for the interest rate. This calculated my payments to be $1,747 a month. This assumes that 3.3% would be the interest rate for the full 30-year term. In the United States, you can get a 30-year term mortgage. In Canada, you can get a 30-year mortgage length, but you have to generally renew the term every 1 to 5 years, so it's likely that the interest rate will fluctuate throughout those 30 years. Next, in this example, again I used $400,000 for the mortgage amount, 30 years for the length, and I increased the interest rate from 3.3% to 4.3%. This increased the monthly payments to $1,971 a month. Now this is an increase of $224 in monthly payments for the whole 30-year term from if the person had a 3.3% interest rate. This goes to show you that interest rates can have a huge impact on a person's budget. Yes, Inflation can be a huge challenge, but please stay motivated. Focus on updating your budget and increasing your cash flow and net worth. I have videos posted that can help you with that, located on my channel. Becoming financially free is hard work, but by having discipline and making good choices daily, it'll increase your chances towards financial success sooner rather than later. Just imagine being completely debt-free and stress-free about money. What a great feeling that would be. No worries about inflation or having money stress. All of that hard work would be worth it. The time is now. Take it one step at a time so that you can have a more comfortable future for you and your family. I have great news. Since my last video, I have 1 new subscriber, so I'm back now to 37. Thank you to everyone that's watched my videos, subscribed to my videos, liked my videos. I truly appreciate it. If you'd like to know more about the importance of having 2 cell phone providers, the link to the video is up on the screen right now. Save money, make good choices, and please be kind.